Hello and welcome back to some more Zomboid. We have something planned here today, and I want to be a little bit secretive about it because it's something that will hopefully address something that annoys me a little bit of the off-grid living that we're doing so far. Quick update though, between episodes I've been busy on our little road here, and it's coming along very nicely. And so far, it's going all the way now to the main road. Inside, there's still a lot of work to be done. But we're also kind of out of nails and out of scrap material that we can turn into nails. So part of our little goal for the road trip here is to maybe find something to disassemble. But more importantly, there's something else I want to collect, I want to pick up. So I was also, before this episode, kind of deciding which kind of road trip we do first. Return to the Four Corners gas station and clearing out all the zombies there and looting the cars, because I'm in the mood for some looting after sitting in the countryside and doing nothing. Well, working on the base. Or the other option of what we're doing today. And did I forget something? I did forget something. Hang on. Pretend I haven't recorded anything yet. Alright. So as I was saying, yeah, we're going to do a little road trip here. And this road trip is going to take us north. Now we're gonna have to do a little bit cross-country driving, because I don't think I want to drive right past the Tiki Town Hospital. By the way, I also did find the emergency channel by just sitting at the station and going through every single frequency. And I should have started at 108 and gone down, but I started at 88 and went up, and it was painful. That is new. Actually, already closer to the Tiki Town Hospital than I wanted to be, but I guess that's where we're driving now. Oh my goodness. This is just two times zombie population. What is happening here? Holy crap. Very empty parking lots here. Big old fuel tanker. That was definitely a sight. I'm lacking the words right now to express my terror of that amount of zombies in one place. Again, I have not kept track on when we had the last helicopter event. Oh, thick fog today? Wonderful. Severe thunderstorm in 4 days. This road is surprisingly empty. That's usually has a fair amount of zombies on it. Now it's just some rabbit convention here. Not running left like the rest of your buddies. Oh, come on, I barely touched that one. Well, first of all, let's turn off the radio. Turn it on again, and then turn it off again. Yeah, that's a little bit more busy over here. I mean, you know, part of me was thinking this is not the main objective, but I was considering driving here into the country club to take a look at the parking lot. But you know, maybe we do that another day. Yeah. See you later, Mr. Runner. This is not the main objective of this trip. Yeah, there should be rather uneventful this road. I kind of was considering cutting some of this out, but I'm also thinking we're discovering new roads, and there could always be the good old survivor group or interesting car crashes on the road. So I'm just gonna keep the recording rolling here. I did throw in an extra can of gas into the tank here so that we have enough power to keep going. So I'm gonna keep rolling up north here. And the reason why we're driving all the way across the world, well, it's not that far away, but it's fairly far away, is that there's a unique little thing. Well, not necessarily unique, but a rare thing that you can find only in like 2 or 3 places around the map. And that's one of the places we're going for. Oh boy, okay. We need to go up this road, and there's a big group there. But probably, you know, a big group spawning in the middle of a road. Probably a survivor group. So let's clear out these guys here and then check out what's up there. I'm gonna blame this on the angle of fighting here, that I'm whiffing a bunch of attacks. Not my favorite fighting angle. Totally not my own fault. That power hole, a little bit weird. Alright, so wasn't there a big group just there a second ago? We actually don't have a proper luck wrench yet. Now we do. Open the trunk. Would just be a random group of zombies, but normally like my survivor zombie senses are tingling. We just have a quick sit down here while we wait for this guy to make it over. We got a snack in here. Meat and egg salad. There we go. I thought my survivor senses were tingling, but okay. I can already see the comments again. Ah, the backpack luck continues. And yes, apparently it does. This is kind of funny. That's even another large hook in case we want to do another butchering hook. And sure, put the gas mask in there. Your food, garlic seed packets, plantain, that's kind of useless. Books, hang on. I should probably just throw away everything that we have already read. I should have really made a home zone since we have that home inventory mod. I was hoping for a tailoring one, but whatever, okay. So Masonry 1, we haven't read, but we kind of out-leveled it. Am I a completionist and still want to have it, or so we can make the full set? Okay, we have read. Yeah, I think I'll keep the ones that we technically have read, that we have no use for, but that we haven't read. Right. Well, that was a fairly successful distraction. Look, I'm a completionist. I want all the books, but it's gonna be a cold day in hell before I start collecting first aid books. I refuse until they actually make first aid a useful skill and make first aid actions matter. I'm just gonna ignore that the existence of that skill. So we take everything from here, put it in there, put you in the container. No, actually don't put you on my back. Beautiful. That, you know, way more carry space and also way more weight reduction from that thing. And again, this was just a little side adventure here, not the main attraction that we're after tonight. So you might be wondering, what's so special? So these are kind of this is like the rural area between Riverside and Brandenburg and the farmhouses there. What's so special about those? And if I can find the right one, I'll show you. Look at that. Even have a car rack we can disassemble. But let's see if we can get the main target for today. Well, first of all, look at that. We've got some sheep here. This is not what I'm here for. We have our special rule in this run that I can't enter any buildings for the first 100 days. Which usually means getting your own water supply is a little bit tricky, then all sinks are inside, except, ta-da, an outside sink. And as far as I can tell, there's like 2 or 3 of those, no, let's say at least 3 of those are on the map. I know one is near Echo Ridge, and I think 1 or 2 are like in this area. And that's it. That's everything there's on the map. And we should be able to hook that in at our base and then put some water collectors on the roof and have clean running water. So I don't have to fiddle around with the water from the well in the jerry cans that we still have and all that other stuff. Can avoid all these annoying parts and just have the water. Okay, but it's still early. What else are we gonna do here? Well, I'll tell you what. I don't think I want to fight these zombies. Let's make a mental note. No, let's make a map note. Which one of you is a sheep? Dramatic pause menu music. Okay, let's grab a refilled welding torch. The welding mask. Let's throw all that in here. More nails, always good to see that. I'm just gonna throw that into the backpack. Now I think there's somewhere around here. Let me just check the map here. I think there might be like a second barn similar to this one with another outdoor sink. And we can just pick up both. We can set them up in places where we want to have like fresh water coming from the tap. As long as we can make it there in one piece. Maybe. Zombie coming from that direction. That is quite crowded here. Can't quite see the farmhouse yet. If it's the one I'm thinking of. This might be a little bit more than I'd like to take on for a second. Like, if this was our only sync option, sure. Yeah, no. I think instead of adventuring here out just to get a second sync, I think we'll do a little different adventure. And that is on the way back, we're gonna take a slightly different route and drive by the Riverside warehouses. The Electrolux, whatever it's called, factories. and see what's happening on that parking lot. That was one lucky find there. Alright, fairly successful road trip so far. I'm super happy. Let's see if we can get even more luck. Right, always coming down here is always for me like, okay, shouldn't there be the intersection towards the warehouses any time now? And it always takes way longer than I expected to. You'd think I know this area by now. Alright, so that's the gas station with way more zombies than I expected there to be. Okay. Yeah, this seems very busy. This might be busier than I would like to than what I'd like to take on just to fight loot a couple cars. Let's see what's back here. I mean, we will eventually come back here. This is just this warehouse especially, but also this one just have really, really, really good loot even. Art supplies van. Everything else is just Electrolux vans. Yeah. It's like, do I have some sort of towing truck mod that I forgot that I installed? Okay. Dude, you need to know when to stop. Hey, this is looking a little bit more manageable. You know, just I want to do a little bit of looting, as I said, and parking lots with cars are the viable option for us right now. Let's see what we can get done here. Okay. It's just fine. I'm still having a hard time to judge like how many zombies are going to be a problem for us by now. I mean, oh, that was a runner. There's a runner in front of that building. I don't think he saw us. Oh, but they... No, 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 don't start. Don't start bumping. I thought I saw somebody moving faster. Yeah, there she is. I need them to stop. This is, you know, that whole bumping on fences. I can now understand why your character might get anxious from that. With that frickin' mod that calls in more zombies from that sound. I give up. Eddie's actually fairly busy in there. Yeah, just a quick check if any one of these guys has any of the car keys for the vehicles that are out here. Oh, there was a watch or something, but yeah, I'm not too concerned about collecting every single watch. We have electrical one, that's all we need for hot wiring. Eventually we'll have level 3 so we can get an electric stove. But one problem at a time. Pickaxe, another sack, wire, more ropes. Sure, get a proper mason's trowel. Gloves. That's something we should really, I should go through all my inventory at some point and research all the stuff. Proper chisel. This is the kind of thing where I'm like, yeah, I want to loot some cars, because these kind of themed cars that have specific loot, absolute gold mine, absolute gold mine. No, no, no. Why would you start bonking? definitely not running out on fire starting material, that's for sure. Okay. Do I wanna smash in the window of that car there? Am I curious enough to do that? Surely you won't have a car alarm. Condition, no gas. Decent quality. Yeah, if I see that correctly, this is another one of these trunk accessible from the front deals. Okay. So what now? Two cars? That's way too many zombies over there. Let's creep up on the on that station here. Garage. See what we can do with this towing truck. So cool. I genuinely don't remember installing that mod, but it, you know, good on me for doing that. Good choice. Do I have any more weapons? Yeah, okay. Hold on, gas can, okay. Rack. In case any of the cars you want to tow fight back. Map of Riverside. Yeah, let's give it a quick look here. What kind of condition this vehicle is in. In really good condition. Even has a little bit of gas. Quick hot wire. Maybe not so quick hot wire. Maybe a slow hot wire. An eventual hot wire. Any day now. Some. Getting XCOM'd here. That was just 60 or something engine quality. That shouldn't take so long. There we go, first try. Okay. Now that being said, I don't think I want to drive with two cars towing one back through Tiki Town. I do think, however, that given the time of day, I should start on that trip back. Definitely stirred up a bunch of zombies today and activated them in areas that we're probably not going to be visiting for a while. Game is very choppy right now. Let me see if I can just quit and restart here. Right, that is slightly better. Right, so was a decent trip. We got ourselves a military backpack from an unexpected survivor zombie group. A couple books that we may or may not be able to read. I actually don't think there was anything immediately there that we can start reading, but eventually it's gonna be good. You know what? I'm gonna avoid that big group of zombies that was there by driving along the railroad tracks here. Genius idea. We got ourselves a sink, so let that sink in. And given the weather report said we're gonna have a big thunderstorm coming in 4 days, we should be able to whip up a bunch of rain collectors. We did collect a bunch of garbage bags over time. That should be fine. And then, yeah, we got a fresh pickaxe from that masonry truck. And some other tools from various cars. You know what? For a spur of the moment road trip idea, I think that's checking all the boxes. Ooh, and we might even come home with dinner. Don't have any nails left. I was thinking about building a wooden platform here, so I can jump actually across this. Unless I can assemble the floor here, the wooden floor. Maybe get a nail from that. Plank. Surely a great idea to disassemble the road you're about to drive over. There's a nail. Oh, same problem that we had with the little piggy. Well, except technically 84 could fit if we had an empty trunk. Could actually fit in the tank. Although I did see a comment saying, hey, never put it in the trunk, you can't get it out for some reason. So just, you know, as a responsible driver, just keep the deer that you shot, and, you know, very liberal definition of shot here, Just keep it on your lap while driving. You know, that is public safety announcement here. Now to navigate the hellhole that is Tiki Town. Which probably means just a wide off-road trip around the town. Might not have been wide enough. Not wide enough. Not wide enough at all. Oh my god. Sorry, coming through. Just take a cross-country trip here. Like a glove. Well, I mean, what a day. What a trip. Let me, I'll drive back to base here. Alright. Our brief new friend goes up here. But before we do anything else, so let me double check. Yeah, I don't think we had any more nails. But we did bring in a bunch of stuff here. Why am I so overweight? Stuff back. We are hungry and thirsty. So, first things first. Oh, I think, was it industrial sink? Where did it go? Large industrial sink. Well, you know, I said it's an outdoor sink. There's nothing stopping you from putting it indoors. And I think there's a wonderful spot right here. And allows us to put nice 6 rain collectors up top. How's this going? 1 day left. So yeah, because we have it inside, it's getting a 20% drying rate boost here. Let's put the DerAva up there and have a second one. Alright, cool. And then we're gonna need some metal scrap or something. Scrap. You know, let's just take all the steel and iron parts. And take that down to the forge. And nails, iron scrap, yes please. Steel chunks, sure. 3, anything else we can use? Steel scrap, Number 20. Okay, that's all the 10 nails recipes. We can make nails from wire. Keep a little bit wire around, but like, sure, make another 20 nails. And then all the other stuff goes in the scrap chest. It's we got a couple of locks here, so we can build the raid collector barrels, but probably not tonight because it's getting a little bit dark. Okay, let's sleep through the night and bring in the books. Oh, is that 2 tailoring of 3 books? Or necessary? So my current system for books is everything that we've already read. There's a green checkbox in the right-hand shelf, and everything that's unread in the left-hand. Though I didn't check, yeah, for example, that's a duplicate. Sleepy time. 54 zombies. It's almost a fairly high number for our current run here. And that wasn't even the main objective. Alright, I'm gonna grab... Well, first of all, let's check how many... Why would you be playing combat-ish music here? Let me also drop the gas can so we're not running with unnecessary weight here. Butcher this, but this can wait just a little bit longer. Yeah, oh, mechanics 2 we're reading right now. Don't throw that away. Alright, garbage bags. Alternatively, we can also use tarps for rain collector barrels. Fairly certain we should have a couple garbage bags. In various places, because it would be way too easy if everything was in one place. And that's just enough for 2. All the clothing stuff. I feel like 2 is not enough for what I want to do here. If we have, I think I saw like 3 tarps somewhere in the box. Yeah, let's get 2 tarps. Oh, there's also the rabbit leather, so I need a small leather drying rack also eventually. It's just getting already a little bit crowded in the place. In the one little hut that we have. Alright, for a rain collector barrel, we need 6 planks each. Throw some planks here. A couple planks in hand. Make 2 of these. And then 2 of these. Cool. Oh, what's the thick fog for today? Not for yesterday. Okay, I misread that radio report yesterday. What are we looking for? Pipe wrench. Fairly certain we have one somewhere. Should have probably checked that when I was checking for the bags, because now I'm looking for all the crates a second time within 5 minutes. At least I hope we have one. Yeah, there it is. To clear out some of these trees here. This is a constant dodging of trees, trying to get back to our little hut here. Okay, and now we should be able to plumb in the sink. Look at that. Wilderness run. Not a single building looted so far. And we have a house with a running sink. On day 50. Alright, before we end this episode, let's do a little butchering. Just to make sure that this doesn't go to waste here. I'm gonna need my knife, which is down here somewhere. Maybe the right spot to click on. Alright. Get rid of the blood. Get the leather. That's meat. Pick up. That's another level up in butchering. Some of the crops are coming in through here. That. Almost ready for harvest. There's our second leather tent. Just need to dry it. Considering we have some levels in butchering, that was a lot of poor cuts. It's really the road trip of lucky finds. Like backpack. I mean, okay, the sink, I knew where it was, so that was not necessarily lucky find, but I'd say the finding then the deer stuck behind the railing definitely counts as lucky find. How quickly is this cooking? Very slow. I think we can make a quick detour to our chickens. See if they have some eggs for me. Well, maybe I should leave them some eggs, some fertilized eggs, that we get more chickens, or just get some chickens from that place near the piggy place. Yeah, that's probably something we want to do next time, or in the near future. Right, but with the dinner on the grill, I think that is a perfect opportunity to take a little bit of a rest and call it an episode. We have water. So what I'm gonna do between episodes, as usual, do some stuff around the base. So I'm probably gonna grab some buckets or some empty gas cans and ship some water from the river into the rain collector barrels so that we can actually start using the sink right away. And then I'm not sure if I'm just gonna be busy in the base until after the thunderstorm, or if we do that other road trip I mentioned before that. Well, you'll find out in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.